I don't have a dog in this fight, but it's a good example of people biasing themselves into a corner and doing exactly what we expect, not of one party or another, but of the internet. This has nothing to do with politics. Or is it just that the internet turned into politics? Reality, is it really important? Ariana Grande, as opposed to Vente, is an Italian American with roots in Sicily, and I can't pronounce it. She's of Italian descent. This is something you can look up on her Wikipedia page, and it's been put out a couple of times. It's not a discussion point. Well, yeah, but Barack Obama's birth certificate. Immediately, if you're going to do that kind of crap, I'm going to debunk you. Okay? I identify as a WAP tech. I don't have an origin story. I'm not allowing that because someone will somehow use something that happened hundreds of years ago against me, right? Isn't that what a lot of you complain about? You don't want to be punished for your great-great-grandfather doing something really reprehensible because you actually didn't do it? Okay, that's fine. Are you championing the evil of your family, which means you absolutely are guilty of the same sort of sentiment, at least, right? We don't need to be ashamed of maybe we should be ashamed of our ancestors, but we don't have to be punished for it unless we decide that they were right in doing something wrong. Okay? Oh yeah, she's Italian. That's what the video's about. Let's move on. Gina Loudon. Do I make a joke about the, like Ariana Grande? Can I do it? No, anyway. Was, as of 2020, a member of the board of directors of California Chula Vista Christian University, a non-denominational Christian private university, which, depending on what they do, it doesn't matter if it has the word Christian in the name. I'm an atheist. That doesn't mean I'm an anti-theist. Is that going to affect whether or not I would hire her for something? I'm doing this like I'm interviewing somebody or evaluating the resume. Is that a resume killer? No. Her alma mater, as declared somewhere, is William Woods University. Okay. Again, I'd have to look that up and give a damn. What are you trained in? She has a PhD in something called Human and Organization Systems. Does that sound made up? When you look that up, Human and Organization Systems, in quotes, with the word PhD, because that's the claim, it always leads back to a specific location. An online school, and it's a subject you learn for practitioners in organizational consulting, human resources, and management. It's a complicated, almost clinical sounding name for a business administration style level of learning, right? It's not a PhD in psychology, as falsely described in her book, that the publishing company decided to take the blame for. Several misleading statements about her qualifications were in the book, and they decided to take the hit for her, including referring to her as America's favorite psychological expert. I can do a class, and you can do a class, on, it's called social engineering for hackers, because we have to use that word now, because we can't just say social engineering and it be defaulted to breaking into a building by trust me bro and let me in kind of things, which keep working. If you want to learn a psychiatry of people in a very specific way, you take criminology or whatever, is a human and organization systems class for organizational consulting, human resources and management practitioners. Is that really a degree in psychology? Is that an expert level of knowledge? Well, you can have an expert level of knowledge without actually going to college. Or in my case, dropping out of college because I had a job offer and honestly I wanted money not to spend it. Sorry. It was a community college anyway. I mean, come on. Could have been vocational school. I don't care. I just wanted to make a living and be able to eat. Sorry. Paying rent and having food, or just keep going to college. That's not exactly what happened to me. I'm kind of fluffing my resume. There's not much to fluff. You know, I got to be a janitor for a while. Is that a kiss of death? Probably for some of you. If you don't want to hire me because I worked as a janitor once, I don't want to work for you. So let's talk about Gina Loudon's statement. Ariana Grande is very obviously Hispanic. That's literally judging book by its cover. It's not accurate. It's not factual. It's not truth. Except, is it truth? Now remember, we have alternative facts. Today, apparently, Donald Trump, even before he's been sworn in, has decided to pick a fight with the country of Mexico again because he's an asshole. This is an objective fact. And he said something that is objectively not true. And the Mexican president almost acted like a Democrat and got wishy-washy instead of saying, I didn't say that. I recorded it. Here's the entire recording. Whenever you're in the room with someone who is a 35 times over felon convict who still isn't being thrown in prison when he should have been, as soon as possible, when you're dealing with somebody who is a New York style real estate broker, you record every fucking thing they say and you throw it in their face when they lie, not if, but when. But is Ariana Grande objectively, she looked like a Hispanic? I assumed she was Hispanic. I did. She does a lot of the aesthetics from that and also Japan and stuff, but she, I never checked. I didn't care. Neither did you. Neither did Gina Loudon, aka America's favorite psychological expert, who isn't apparently, who made a mistake. A simple, stupid, retract it and stop talking about it mistake. Now, what's the first fucking thing she's going to... Everyone, especially MAGA people. She's not going to shut up. She's going to play it up for promotional purposes. She's going to do it to get people's goat. She's going to do this because it will get page views. She's doing this for drama. But no, she could literally look up, is Ariana Grande Hispanic? Or what is her origin story? She's Italian. Gina Loudon is doing this to get attention. Probably to distract from something much more damning to some group of people. This is how the interference game works. Number one. Number two, it's drama. Number 12. A lot of you assume the same thing. But it's not an expert opinion if you make the same assumption every idiot like me would make. Is Gina Loudon a Nazi? Do we have any evidence of it? Should we go look for it? I've never heard of this person until today. I'm sure that a lot of you really like her and stuff. I've listened to Ariana Grande. There's 5 songs that she's on that I listened to. Because she was on them and that was the recording? Not a grinder, Ariana Grande grinder. What do they call you? What do they call the people who are fans of hers? I'm sure, Arianators, something like that. Next. An Italian American from Sicily has roots in Italian descent, not Spanish speaking. And a lot of you made the same assumption, and that's a simple mistake. However, a person claiming to have expert knowledge in a subject can't say, I did the same thing a normal idiot would do. That just means you're a normal idiot with a degree. There's a lot of them. Next, I want to point out PhDs are most often given to people with philosophy degrees, and they have no qualifications in what they're talking about. A metric fuck ton of PhDs out there claiming to tell you something interesting about quantum mechanics especially are just philosophy degree people, otherwise known as not useful idiots. Why am I making this video? This is a learning moment. This is a teaching moment. For everybody watching, a person with a PhD in a couple of maybe more than one PhD. You can take more than one at once if you want to do it. Who learned a lot of stuff about one narrow range of something and has a doctorate in some damn thing. Could have a doctorate in basket weaving for all we know. Said something that was simply not true. objectively not fact. But it's the truth. No, it's not truth. There's fact, which means you can back it up by the reality, facts, proof. Ariana Grande and her family members have passports from Italy so that they can more easily travel to Italy because they have family there. They're Italian Americans. That's it. She grew up. Her entire existence has been spent in Florida, basically. So she's as American as you can get. She's an immigrant who's being browbeaten by being mistaken for the wrong race again or the wrong group. So most of you assumed she was. A lot of people. Okay, I'm the idiot. Some of us assumed that she was Hispanic, and so did someone who claims to be an expert who is a pundit. And pundits are notorious for not looking shit up. That does not make them experts, and that doesn't mean they have truth to present. That's not their truth. We're talking about facts and reality. If you claim to have a doctorate in any subject, you have to be fact-based, not truth-based, because you're going to lie about what the truth is after a while. So Gina Loudon will do the expected of doubling down or not. Let's see if this person has any merit as a human being, much less a PhD. And Ariana Grande just like, I'm just sitting here. This is, again, one of those arguments about woke culture invading, quote-unquote, Disney and sci-fi and stuff. First of all, sci-fi has been woke for the entire time it's existed because it's usually written from an outsider perspective, not you. You're not the main character. Shut up. And no, I don't care if you like it. I don't care. Uhura and Kirk kissing was a thing that got them that episode banned at one point. Okay. And every other sci-fi work you've ever seen has overtones of some kind talking about you shouldn't fuck with people just because they're weaker than you or perceived that way or a part of a group you don't particularly like. You're never in the right when you do that. And they always compare you to the Nazis because that's a good comparison. Okay? That's woke. Don't like it, don't care. I don't care what you have to say. Ariana, the latte here. She's not of Latin American or Hispanic. She's from Italy, genetically speaking, and that means jack shit. Doesn't matter. Next thing is Gina Loudon saying she's obviously Hispanic was a presumption that a lot of people would make. Next thing, that just means she's just as stupid as anybody else and should not have any of her opinions lauded or put up on a pedestal because she's proven that she can be an idiot. All she has to do to prove that she has merit is say, I was an idiot. I didn't look up something. I made a stupid presumption. I based it on looks. I was wrong. Have you seen that level of character and dignity out of anybody who claims to be an expert on Fox News or on any of the antisocial networks that are set up for conservatives? Last part. Every one of you, including me, gets tricked into following these stories as drama to distract us from shit that's actually important, because that's the game that's being played against you and me. It's pushed by every news source. Why did I see this? Because I typed in news.google.com, hit enter, and looked up the first stupid story I could find. Besides Donald Trump, literally, before he's even president, picking a fight with the next country over. He'll pick a fight with Canada next, of course. Fuck, of course he will. That's exactly what you want in a president. So, but this is the one I'm going to do a video on because it's an example of someone who could, Gina, if you're watching, yes, you can file a court case. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, apparently you're going to claim I'm bullying you instead of making fun of Ariana Grande, latte, vente. You're going to sue people for pointing out that you should have dignity and respect? Would that kill you? Is it like the devil? If he tells the truth, his tongue burns into flames or something like that? You have to lie every once in a while? Gina, Whoopi, if you're listening, go on and say you made a stupid mistake. You'd like the subject dropped. You made an assumption based on appearances. You're just as stupid as anybody else can be. And having a doctorate is not insulating you from being wrong. State you were objectively wrong. There isn't any argument about it. And that's it. And then never talk about it again, no matter how much they try to drag you back into it because they need it for clicks and page views. Prove to us that you can have some dignity and respect and that you've earned it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck.